This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
As you guys know, if you were here yesterday during the stream, we had some trolling activities that happened in regards to the same motherfucker who put in false DMCA claims against the channel, then DDoSed me for a day. So now this guy tried to put in fake tips. Alright? Fake tips. $950 worth of fake tips yesterday. He tried to give the channel in an effort to basically try to screw me over. Because we know exactly what this guy was going to do. He was going to put in all these tips in the hopes that I would spend them. And then he was going to claim them all. Oh, those are fraudulent charges, right? That's exactly what the guy wanted to do. He's like, I can't DMCA Phil. He got around it. I can't DDoS him. He changed his IP, so now I'll try to get him this way, right? He's trying to screw over my PayPal account. Well, the good news is I'm wise to it. I didn't play that stupid game. I immediately refunded all these fake tips, and I blocked his ability to contribute again. So basically, I nipped it in the butt and said, enough of that bullshit. I don't want to deal with that on my streams. People trying to actually, you know, support positively, in a real way, make the vest goal happen and everything, continue the vest streak, and you got this motherfucker who's coming in and trying to ruin it. Okay? So you might be saying, well, why am I bringing this up again? Well, I'll tell you why I'm bringing this up again, because apparently I didn't realize it, but in about middle of July, we're talking over 2 weeks ago, this guy had also tipped me a couple times. Now, luckily, it wasn't a lot of money. I think it was like two $25 tips or something like that during a stream. Now, at the time, I didn't know that this was the Superhound guy. I thought that it was just a random contributor. So I didn't know who it was. Well, guess what? He's disputing those tips now. He went to his credit card company, just like I knew he would do with the tips from yesterday. And he went to his credit card company, and he's claiming unauthorized transactions. Too bad for him, he's an idiot. Right? Because it would have been one thing if it was just those transactions and he never contributed again. But now it shows he tried to contribute $950 yesterday. So now there's an established pattern of attempted fraud. And typically when this happens, what I do is I document all that information, and I have all the information. I have the history of this guy contributing. I can show every time he tried to contribute, the time, and if he sent a message and stuff. I keep all that information. So I have it, and I'm going to send all that to PayPal, and I'm going to say, listen, I don't care if this guy's disputing it or not. Look, these are 2 times he contributed earlier in the month, and then just yesterday he tried to contribute again, and he tried to screw me over. Look, both times, by the way, both times he did this, he tried to get me to unban him from Twitter. Why? I don't know. Like, why does he fucking care if I can read his dumb fuck tweets? I don't know. The guy's a brainless fucking idiot, apparently. He really wants attention from me for some reason. And I have all, like, seriously, like, there's evidence is right there. So, good luck trying to prove fraud when not only were there 2 transactions over 2 weeks ago, but now there's 9 transactions, or actually it's 10 transactions yesterday, right? So, I'm going to do my best to fight and keep this money. The problem is, guess what? Now I'm 50 bucks in the hole. Isn't that nice?
But the saga's not over. They call me a lol cow. Dark side filled the lol cow.
Lol cow, lol cow. And there's nothing I can do about it. Because the motherfucker is a scumbag criminal. As we already know, I mean, this guy is literally going about every means to try to screw me over. But with DMCA, DDoS, and now fake tips and chargebacks, it's like every day there's something new with this piece of shit. Okay? So yeah, it sucks. I don't like being 50 bucks in the hole because of an asshole. But it is what it is, I guess. Okay? I have no control over the situation except sending the information to PayPal and having them launch an investigation into it. Okay? So, it is what it is there, and I guess we'll find out what happens. Okay? There is a good update, though. If you remember, I told you there was a guy who was trying to dispute a whole bunch of tips that he had done to me weeks ago. Actually, was that about a month ago now? And basically, this situation was on hold for the longest time. So, PayPal got back to me and basically said, good news, we're ruling in your favor. Like we don't know what's going to happen on the side of this other guy who disputed with his credit card company or whatever. But because of the information you provided us, you know, we believe that this is legit, that, you know, it's not, you didn't do anything wrong, and therefore we're ruling in your favor, you keep the money. Good. Now, it wasn't By the way, some people have completely over-exaggerated and said that that was like $800. It wasn't. This guy had tipped $800 over the course of like 9 months, but the ones that he had disputed, I think was around, I want to say it was around $250 or something like that. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I don't know, because it was like 3 or 4 transactions that this guy had disputed. And I provided them all this information, showing them this guy had tipped over months and months and was absolutely disgusting in the comments of my stream. He was trying to derail it, saying gross stuff. And that's why I eventually blocked him from being able to contribute. So after basically sitting on this for a month because they were waiting to hear back from the credit card company, I guess they were like, all right, enough is enough. We're not going to wait all day or wait all year. And they just ruled in my favor and said, don't worry, you're keeping the money no matter what. You know, we don't really, whatever happens with the credit card company is neither here nor there. You provided enough information, so congrats, you know. And I was happy about that.
What evidence do you have? Zero. So shut the fuck up. You can't just keep saying it and expect that it's going to be truthful. But the thing, people are dumb and they'll just believe shit.
I was finally happy about that because, you know, with PayPal, it can go either way. Sometimes they'll basically they do many different things. Sometimes they just close the case and say dismissed. Sometimes they say, okay, we rule in your favor regardless of what happens on the other side. And that's the thing, like, I'll never know what happened on the other side of that. That guy could have won with his credit card company and got his money back. That guy could have had his credit card closed and he could have got sued. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what happened, but I don't care. This has happened before where, you know, as long as I dispute it, I win. That's what happened with Tutankhamun years ago. You guys remember King Tut, how he had tipped me thousands of dollars over the course of like 2 months, and then he tried to charge it all back. Well, once I gave the information, PayPal was like, nah, forget it. This is total fraud, so we're just going to rule in your favor. And I don't know if that guy ever got his money back or not from his credit card company. I don't give a fuck. I kept the money, so I don't care, right?
Zero self-consciousness or morality to it. Having no feeling of remorse for hurting others, you know. What is it? I think it's called, being a sociopath, right? Like, just blatantly hurting others to get ahead, and you have no feeling of like, man, that's kind of wrong inside of you.
So there you go. Good. That's at least good news on that front, is that was cleared up. But now we got another motherfucker doing it, right? So I don't know what's gonna happen with this Superhound situation. I just, you know, I don't want this to be a burden on my streams. You guys are here to have fun and enjoy games with me, and we don't want to hear about this guy every fucking day. But it's obvious this guy is an attention whore. And at this point, he really wants to find ways to screw me. And he's trying desperate for attention, desperate to try to find some way to mess with me. Because his other methods didn't work. So, it is what it is. But hopefully, this is not a repeat thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping that this is just, this guy will learn now. And say, okay, I tried, I failed, and he'll move on. Knowing these motherfuckers, probably not. Okay? I guess we'll see. But, anyway... That's just like a cumulative update on everything going on with all of that.
It's gross. It's for this.
We have a red vest emo. Yes, we do. A red vest emo. Yes, it will be a tier 1 emo. I'm not going to add it as a tier 2 or tier 3. I've decided I will just add it as a tier 1 because I have an open tier 1 spot. So the red vest emo will be a tier 1 emo. For everyone who subs will have access to this emo. Everyone who subs. Not just tier 2 or tier 3. Red vests for everyone! Ha ha!
You're not a very mature adult.
I mean, I do have almost 800 subs. Maybe I should reward the subs every once in a while for being supportive. I appreciate that, guys. So, there you go. You guys ask, you receive. Why are you guys doing the clown emo? How dare you? What do you mean? Are you saying that I'm overacting? Are you saying that I am overacting on my streams? How dare you say that to me? I'm very disrespected. And now I've decided to cancel the red vest emo. It's not happening anymore. You guys are so disrespectful on my stream today. You don't deserve it. I'm just kidding, of course.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
We start off with Only Iced Coffee, who actually cheered overnight. And he says, Phil, I probably won't get to watch the day streams much. Because I have to go to sleep. Because I'm now on night shifts. But I'll try to stop by for night streams moving forward. Alright, that sounds good. You know, Only Iced Coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to actually recognize and be grateful for the contributions of Only Iced Coffee. Okay? So, the reason that I want to bring this up is he has really contributed to the streams in a giant positive way recently. He gifted, like, an insane amount of subscriptions. Insane amount of subscriptions. And if you actually count them, you oh my god. I would guess in the last month, probably over 100 subs. Because each week he's been gifting like 20-some subs, and that's been going on for like 3+ weeks.
I am growing on Twitch. I've been growing pretty consistently. especially when there's new game release content and the like. Things have been going really well here on Twitch. My hard work here on Twitch is paying off. At least the work I'm putting into Twitch is paying off and showing positive growth. That's the good news.
Phil's hairy sack tipped $1, and basically, here we go again with the stupidity. Says, oh, it's too bad about that $50 that's being charged back, but, you know, good thing you just got 20K in tips. Like, yes, I just got 20K. Spread over, number one, over 4 months. Number two, wasn't 20K at all. There's charges, there's fees, there's things that were charged back. There's all these things behind the scenes, and most of that money has been going behind the scenes to various things. At first, it was going towards bankruptcy stuff, then it went towards tax stuff, and that's where it's going right now. Like, this week, I actually have to pay my lawyer now, which means emptying the bank account, essentially, of all the money that I've been raising to pay this guy so he'll go to work and get me my payment plan for my taxes. But that's the stupidity of kids. Children think that when you get money, that it's immediately just expendable money that you can use for whatever you want. In reality, when you're an adult and you're in debt, you realize that that's not the case. That when you're in debt, you're at a negative, and the money you make just goes to pay the negative. Right now, I'm massively in a negative for taxes. So, no, there was no 20K that magically is money floating around to spend on shit. And right now, I very much am going to be $50 in the hole in my PayPal account because of this asshole. So hopefully I can, you know, clear it up. But it is fucking frustrating and annoying. Okay? So anyway, idiot, thanks for the $1 tip. You're the first tipper of the day, idiot. And thank you for the tip, stupid.
Well, I think I'm toxic now. Toxic? Toxic is the best way to describe Phil. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.